Hey guys, it's Shelly. This is my third attempt to do a live video this morning. I don't know what the heck is going on. I did them through my Facebook page on my computer twice. Now I'm on my phone. If this ends up posting 3 times, I'll just delete one. At least now I can see you guys there. Sorry, I'm getting things up in the corner. At least now I see there are people tuning in. So I'm thinking they didn't work and I don't know why. This is the first live I'm doing since I lost my mom. First of all, if you guys don't know who I am, I'm Shelly Frey, psychic medium. Welcome to my page. If you're watching this back, it's not live. Nothing is really date specific other than maybe where I'm at or something. So you can still watch it and you'll get some good information, I think. Hi, Lori. Glad to have you here. This is hard for me. My mom passed 3 weeks ago on Monday. Thank you for all the messages and flowers and all the stuff you guys did for my grieving. I appreciate it. Hi, Meredith. Welcome. So I just wanted to explain. A lot of people are asking me, how does this affect your reading and how are you doing this? First of all, losing my mom was the most painful thing I've dealt with in my life. I've had losses and I thought I knew what grief was. And that's what really pushes me to help you guys when you're in grief. But until I lost my mom, it was what I would call, I guess, a normal grief. And I think everyone grieves differently. But since losing my mom, it has been a numbing, painful to the gut, miserable experience. And I say that with the most love and honesty I can. It's like, and I know you guys have lost children. I can't even imagine, or your own parents or siblings. People who... She was there when I took my first breath in life. She's been there through it all. We had an up and down relationship. Nobody's perfect, but she did her best and she was a good mother. The woman did not work, pretty much gave up her life to take care of kids, foster kids, and me and my brother and grandkids. She cleaned constantly, did laundry, cooked, the house, typical homemaker housewife, and she worked hard at it, and that is not an easy job. I didn't give her near enough credit. I did make peace with her and tell her I appreciated it and all that before she passed. I had been with her a day or two prior to her passing. She was in bed with hospice, and it kind of happened really quickly, and we weren't prepared for it. So it was a very difficult passing. I did have to tell her it was okay to go, and then later, Mom, you need to go, you need to let go, which was not easy either, and I know some of you have been through that. I asked her to send me signs. I told her how much I loved her, and it's been hard. It's like, how do you live again? Your world is never the same when you lose certain people. It just isn't, and I'm trying hard for it to be, and I'm getting a little choked up. Trying not to, but let's be real, it's my mom. So how does it affect my readings, right? That's the big question. I hope these messages that I'm seeing aren't in the way of your view of me. I'm sorry if they are. It's my phone. And good morning. Thank you all for saying hi. Tina, Becky, I see you guys. So how does it affect the readings? Because I can't connect with my own family. You guys all know this. I've yet to find a medium I trust. Please don't send recommendations. I've had thousands of them, and I'm very, very picky because I know what I give you guys during a reading, and I want the same. So I figure I'll find it when God is ready for me to find it. So when I do a reading, I cannot connect or talk to my own family. My grandma Hensley on my dad's side came through once, I think, or maybe twice, and my grandma Donnelly came through once. So that's my mom's side. Other than that, I just don't. And why don't I? Well, I don't know. I think I'm supposed to use this ability to help everyone else, not myself. Plus, what would they give me to validate that I wouldn't already know? So how would I know? I'm more skeptical than the biggest skeptic out there. So I want proof. Whether I'm talking to your family or mine, I want proof. I want validation. And anything they tell me, I would subconsciously know. So I don't know how they would do that. When they did come through those couple times, they gave me information to take to someone else that I never knew. So that was good validation. That's the only way they can really do it. So when I do a reading, I thought, oh no, I'm not gonna be able to do this anymore for a living. I'm not gonna be able to help people. There's no way. My mom is gone and I'm just gonna be jealous or emotional. I mean, I'm just being honest. That's how I felt at first. But what I found was when we went to do sort of a memorial service, not really, but we got together with the family on my dad's side. I started doing readings with people there that I didn't know. And that's the first moment that I felt peace and comfort and happiness and normal again. So I realized that the readings are what's keeping me normal. The readings are the only thing bringing me comfort right now. People can say, how are you? And you say, oh, I'm good. And you fake a smile and you're just numb. The pain is literally down to your soul when you lose someone that close to you. and it is very, very difficult to live. And looking at your life and thinking they're never going to be in your world is almost unbearable. And I know you guys all know this. So, and I realized it even more since losing my mom. So since that happened, I can't tell if you guys can see me. Let me know if you can see me. Okay, since that happened, I thought these readings were going to stink. But to be honest with you, they're better than ever. When I do a reading, and I always have done this, I call in all my own family. I say, Grandma, Pap, Mary Ann, which is my aunt, all these people, come help me. Give me your strength. Use your energy. Let me give these people good readings, validation. Tell me what they talked about yesterday that I wouldn't know. Tell me their nickname. Tell me their dog's name. Anything you can get me to say so they know, because they need... It's not that I'm trying to prove myself. It's not a game. But you guys need that so you have the comfort that your loved one is right there with you and didn't really leave. And it doesn't help 100%. I know that. But it does give you comfort. At least for a while, you feel at peace. And so I love you too, Shelly. Thank you. Hi, Debbie. So that is why I do it. That's why I do it. And now I have learned that through doing these readings, I feel comfort knowing your loved ones are there and so are mine, even though I can't talk to them. I should know that, right? I'm a psychic. I do this for a living. I know the afterlife is real. I know they're always with you. They prove it over and over all day long, every day for me. But I still question it. You know, I've never seen the name Hensley, for example. And the day after my mom died, she died in the evening. The next morning, we had to take my daughter to the hospital. She was very sick. Bless her heart. It was a terrible time for her too. And on the way, there was a truck in front of us, 5 a.m. in the morning or something crazy, that said Hensley, which is my mom's last name, on the front of it, all over it actually, in like 7 places. People would say, oh, that's a coincidence, that's a fuel company or whatever they are. Maybe, but I travel a lot, and my husband and I have never seen that name. You know, little things like that. My brother and my dad found a $20 bill. They were standing there, it was not there, they turned around and it was. You know, and I'm like, Mom, you left me a penny. And can I please get a 20? Because I did get a penny. She's come in dreams. So these are the things that I tell you guys to look for. And I have been seeing the signs, but I question them. Isn't that crazy? Even me. I'm like, so is it my imagination? Is it a coincidence? Do I just want it to be her? You guys, I have to tell myself the same things I tell you. It is not. It is her. She is letting us know that she is with us and she loves us in different ways. And that she's fine and she wants us to be fine. And they do, and I know that. And she's not mad or upset about anything. Even if I hadn't got to tell her I'm sorry, I can say it now and she hears it. And that's what I want you guys to know. So in the end, her dying, as much as it sucks, has helped my readings get even stronger. That's what I think. And made me kind of feel better. The only time I feel comfort right now is pretty much when I'm doing the readings. So thank you all for giving me that chance, helping me feel better by helping you feel better kind of thing. So I'm in Vineland, New Jersey today. I'm doing readings. It's sold out. It is completely booked. Somebody scheduled me here. I used to just randomly go to areas. I don't do that now. Some areas I'm only going to get to once a year, once every couple years. So if I'm in your area, you better take advantage of it. You need to get your reading. And maybe you don't have anyone close that's passed, or maybe you do, but you know they're fine and you have more uncertainty in your own life, your love life, your health. Maybe it's finances, maybe it's a job. I can help with that too. I do those kind of readings. If you want me to come to your area, if you want to see me in person, some of you insist on that. I don't really get it because I know the phone readings are equally as good. They're identical. But if you really want me to come to you and I'm not coming anywhere near you, you can drive. I've had people drive 15 hours and take a flight to see me and do a reading, and it was amazing reading. Or you can schedule me in your area, which is how I get there. Somebody had to schedule me here. They call up John, my husband, who handles all of that, and they say, hey, I have a few people. Please have Shelly come here and do readings. Right now, we're booking those for like June, July time frame. So if you want me there this year at all in your area, please get a hold of John. And just don't assume I'll be there because I have every year for the last 10, because I may not, because it's kind of, a lot of new areas are coming up. People are calling from Hawaii and everywhere in between wanting me there. So get your people. How many people depends on where you're located. That's why I don't post these fees. People say, why don't you post the fee? Well, it's not a flat fee. It may seem like it. We try to keep it as low as I can. But if I'm going to Hawaii, I have to pay for airfare and a hotel for a week and time away from regular readings and all of these things, time away from my family. So naturally, that's going to cost more than if I'm just driving a half hour down the road to do readings, right? So that's why the fees vary for in-person. Phone readings are a different fee. Weekend phone readings are in high demand. I travel usually. There's only a few of them a year, so they cost a little more than regular. So there are different fees. It's not really about what kind of reading you get. It's more about where it's located, or if it's a phone reading, when it is, evening or weekend versus daytime kind of thing. So I know I've said a lot. I talk really fast, and I'm sorry. You may want to watch this back. Are you coming to Philly? Well, I'm in Vineland. That's 40 minutes from Philly. To me, that is Philly. That's what I was trying to tell you. If I'm within an hour or two of you, that's close to you, because I drive 12 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours to get to these places. It is worth an hour drive to visit with your past loved ones in heaven. Trust me, if I could do it, I would, for my own family. I've had people say, when are you coming to my area? I'm like 15 minutes away, and they don't want to make the drive. Now I realize in traffic that might be 30, but trust me, your loved one's worth it, or your guides are worth it if you have uncertainty and need the psychic kind of a reading. Either way, it's worth it. But my schedule is always on the Facebook page and on my website. Or you can always call or text John and say, hey, is Shelly coming to this area anytime soon? That kind of thing. If I'm not, gather up a few people. It's usually pretty easy to get a few people to commit to that. Call John and say, I have a few people. He'll tell you how many you need. It is more the farther I have to go, the more expensive the hotels are. It's going to be more people needed in Hawaii than in Hagerstown, Maryland. That's kind of how it works, because I live close to Hagerstown, Maryland. So that's kind of how that whole thing works. I will post his phone number, but you can call or text him anytime. It's 717-816-1258. The website is shellyfrey.com. You can schedule phone readings there, but you can't schedule in person. You have to call and talk to John, because the fee is going to depend on where you are or how many people you need. I do the readings at a local hotel. You don't have to have me at your house. If you have X amount of people, and he'll tell you that, I can come to your house and it can be just for you and your family and your friends. But if you only have, let's say, 4 or 5 people and you want me to come to your area, I'll do them at a local hotel. They're personal readings. There's no audience. I do shows, though. I have one this year. If you want to come, they're going to be selling tickets on Ticketmaster. That's at Wheeling Island Casino. And it's in Wheeling, West Virginia. It's in June. So I don't even think the tickets are on sale yet. But just keep that in your mind. I'll keep you updated. That's awesome. Thanks for having me, Wheeling. So I know I've said a lot really fast. In these readings, for those of you that have not yet done one, they tell me things like what you talked about yesterday morning with your whatever, brother, sister, kid. I mean, they tell me your nickname when you were 4. They tell me things you don't even know. You go home and ask the family, and they show you and can prove to you, yeah, that's right. So that's how the validation typically goes. I love the nicknames. I love the specifics. Things like that are amazing. And so that's why I get a lot of repeats. Phone readings are often booked out 6 months now. Right now, we're about a month and a half or 2 months. If you want a phone reading, you don't pay till the day of. So schedule that now so that when the day comes, you can get in and get your reading and pay that day. I just asked. I'm the only medium that does not charge you up front for phone readings at all, not even a deposit. So please don't hold it unless you're going to do it, because I don't have a wait list. I don't go call someone else if you cancel 2 weeks before. I just lose that spot and somebody else could have had it. So please, if I have no problem letting you wait, I'd want to wait. I know how tight money can be. I'd want to wait till the day of my reading to pay. So there's no deposit, but please don't hold it unless you're going to do it. That's all I ask. All right, guys, I have to start reading soon here in Vineland. I'm in Raleigh, North Carolina in like 2 weeks. I haven't been there in like 3 years, I think. So if you are in North Carolina or within a few hours drive of Raleigh and you want a reading, schedule it, get a hold of John, just text him and say, I want Raleigh, because that's filling up quickly. The rest of the areas up until June are on my website and on this Facebook page. I love you guys so much. Thank you for spreading the word. Thank you for doing readings every single month to visit with your family and get guidance. And thank you for trusting me with that, doing that for you. Hi, Danielle. Hi, Kathleen. Hi, everyone. I just want to say thank you all again for sending me the messages since I've lost my mom. Don't get me wrong. I'm still grieving. There are still, you know how it is, brief moments of grief moments. That's what I call them. It comes in waves. And it comes out of nowhere. But you guys are getting me through. During these readings, I seem to be in a zone where I'm at peace and comforted, and I appreciate that. So thank you all for the messages and all the things you've given me and all those kind of things just to get me through this. It means a lot to me, and I love you all. So I will try to go live again soon. If you have any questions, call or text John, 717-816-1258, or visit my website, shellyfrey.com. If you're new, welcome to the family, I would say, and there's thousands of reviews on Facebook by all these different people. Just go to visitor posts or post by others, and you can read through. Some of the things that have come through during readings will blow your mind, and that's how it should be, and that's what I strive for every single reading. All right, love you guys. Have a wonderful weekend. Be safe.